Hi. It's been a long winter for everybody. Yes, we stopped making videos, but we are restarting as of now. This should be posted next Monday, which is in 3 days from now. I will share with you a few videos and quite a few pictures from this winter. Um, Never did we have in mind to keep on making videos because we ended up not going south. Um, our life was in turmoil, and we're not that advanced at videographing our lives. Um, but that should change with this summer, and we should be a lot better at it. I got myself a new drone, which is a DJI Mavic Mini. Um, for those who know, DJI is probably some of the best drones out there. Now, does it have the best camera? Probably not. Only has a 2.7K resolution, but really most people still listen in 1080p, so it should be more than enough. Um, so at this point, really, we didn't have much left to do on the boat except for adding stuff that one would make our life easier, and two, make my life easier. Now, for those of you who haven't, gotten the gist of it yet, was so my wife and my son are users, and I'm the fixer, the installer, and or the guy that comes up with most of the ideas. So this winter, I changed and replaced a lot of gadgets, um, and installed a lot of new gadgets that would just make our life easier. Um, Really, that's mostly what it is. Short of um, a couple of safety, not so safety issues that we just looked into to make again our lives easier. We replaced the water pump and added a 4 gallon or 16 liter or 15 liter um, pressured water tank. Um, so after the pump, so it gets pressurized, and hence the water pump comes on a lot less. We always have the same pressure in the system, and it works really well, especially to take showers or do dishes or anything really. The hose on deck has as much pressure as the city hose, which made our life again easier. But I can't think of something more important when you live 24/7 on your boat than having water that is easily accessible and doesn't give you grief. We also replaced the instant hot water propane heater. That was just because I forgot to winterize the last one, and well, it blew to Kingdom Come with ice, and so I replaced it with a little nicer, bigger one. We've also got a new barbecue because um, the where it shoots the flame there inside the barbecue. I'm sorry, the burner. Um, was getting a little old, and the barbecue was getting old. I don't know how old it was. It came with the boat, so might as well just put a new one on. I bought the exact same thing, a CBQ from Dickinson, the small version, not the large one. You know what? I've owned Force 10s. I've owned a few other ones, and according to us, that's the best one. The other ones work just fine. They cook your steak just like the other ones, and so is this one. But just for solidity and thickness of metal and so on, I think it fares better against the other brands. Um, we installed an air horn because we all know that place or put away to put away stuff is kind of at a premium on a boat. So we installed a air horn underneath the solar panels, and added a switch in the cockpit uh, to be able to actuate it, because we wanted more room, and it's a lot louder than one of those handhelds with the compressed air. You know, now last year I replaced a whole bunch. For those who've seen our videos, I've replaced a whole bunch of lines, and I added a whole bunch of lines. And the reason why I had to do that, because I changed a bunch of blocks and pulley blocks, made like even the main sheet, I went from 4-to-1 to 7-to-1, and so on and so forth. So it's quite a difference in length of line that you need. But this year I went with the four basic lines, such as the main and the jib halyards, which were metal braided to braided nylon, and so stainless to nylon. And I this year I just bought two new ones of those. Same for the jib sheets. I decided to go with the same size, just new ones, a lot nicer in the ends. I went with 5/8 big lines. The winches are that's what we had for before, so the winches, I have no problem with it. I could have probably went to 3/4, to be honest with you, but at some point, you got to be able to wrap your hand around it also. um, we that's mainly what we did on top. you know, Short of, like, we re-sewed the canvas, all the little nicks and knacks. Same thing for the sail cover, re-sewed, change zippers. Sorry, but we didn't change anything as per se at the outside. Added a fishing rod holder. I'm trying to think here, and yeah, added a few lights on top of the bimini. To better see inside. And again, it's one of those LED strip lights with that you can turn to red for night sailing, so they go well with the floor red lights. Inside though, this winter we decided to go a little more than conventional. We painted the whole inside, so everything that was fiberglass or everything that was um, wood, to a limit. We painted bright white, just like the outside. We insulated the inside, because we found out that when you live on a boat at -30, you get a lot of condensation, you get a lot of cold inside on the walls, that is. Even with proper heating inside, and that we do have. Mind you, this year something came and bit me back in the, because I was kind of lazy last year, where when I first installed my S-bar heater, I had issues with the fuel pump, and it needed to be just placed okay, and pretty much sit on your head and scratch your left foot or something, to make it work. Um, and I left it like that, and sure enough, it crapped out on us this winter. And thank God it wasn't one of those -30 days. It was quite nice, and we had electric heaters as backup. But we made one come. Thank you, Amazon Prime. We made one come down ASAP, and 2 days later, we replaced it. And meanwhile, we have a friend at this marina that also had an S-bar heater, so we borrowed the pump, because, well, he's not living on the boat, he was living at home. And a couple of other things that I will show you in videos. I think the first one or two videos that we're going to show you after this one is going to be mainly stuff that we did this winter. Nice pictures, videos, couple of drone footage that I did. But yeah, so like a lot of pictures, because I didn't take this year was with COVID-19 and everything going on. I didn't really have my head wasn't wrapped around taking videos and pictures of everything I was doing at every stage. Now, this being said, if anybody has any question about what I did, what it took, the parts, how it fit, what I needed to do to make it fit, I'm more than happy to show you. Now, the list of stuff that we did this winter, and this is a gross list of, just the top of my head, comes out to about 42 specific items that we changed, painted, replaced, or added. So yes, it's a lot. But that's what happens when you live on a boat in the winter. Might as well make it better, right? So, with all this, uh, yes, me, my wife, and my son lived on the boat in Canada over the winter. Now, this is not something that I suggest for everybody to do. Can anybody do it? I'm going to say no. Can most sailors do it? Probably. You know, dedication, patience, adaptability, or I'm going to say some of the top qualities you require. And everybody that knows me, patience is not my forte, but adaptability and coming up with solutions is. So one traded for the other. Um, and fared so well this winter. Actually, we all fared so well this winter that we decided, because of this COVID-19 and because of my son starting high school, hopefully with this COVID-19. Anyway, my son started high school, that we will spend another winter in Canada aboard our boat. But this time we're a little bit more prepared and we know what's coming. Not saying that there won't be any new stuff that's going to happen to us, or maybe we'll have new neighbors. Maybe something else will happen. Hopefully, nothing too important or nothing too grave. But it's winter on a boat. Something's going to happen, and hopefully this time we'll be able to tape it for you and keep you updated. We'll show you videos of us trying to keep ourselves busy. Ice fishing, skidooing, skiing, alpine skiing, visiting family, taking care of the boat, and I know next winter I will be installing a desalinator. I haven't installed it yet. I have it, but since we're not going in any salt water, there's no point to it. I'm going to keep my 3 tanks for now. I'll get back, but I have to remove one of my water tanks to be able to install it. Lack of room. So for now, I'm going to leave you with a couple of more videos that we did lately, just to show you where we've been at this winter, and really where we were. And at the same time, we have a new addition to the crew this year. It's a little unorthodox, but it does fine for us. Talk to you next week. Beautiful. Third of the way into the month of May, and we still have snow. And there's small caps. Lovely. But she's all ready for sale. And as promised, here's a couple of pictures of our painted inside. As you can see, we changed the panels on the ceiling, and we painted the rest of the fiberglass to make it all white. Made the boat quite bright. And also, we changed the Westerbeek panel for digital gauges and push button start. Here's a picture of our new guest on board. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. She gonna give you kisses? I don't know. Stand on my shoulder? Well, as this video closes, we'll leave you with these images from the marina that we've been staying at for the winter. These were taken with our new drone. And I hope you quite enjoyed this week's video. and come and see us back next week with a little bit more details on all our mods. Thanks, guys.